If a buyer or a seller types into AI and says, "Who is the best realtor in your city?" and your name doesn't come up, well, you're invisible to them because over 800 million people are using ChatGPT and AI every single day. And it's the new Google, let's face it. But you're not invisible because you're a bad agent, not because you don't work hard, right? But because AI doesn't know who you are, and most agents are simply just not doing what it takes and they're getting everything backwards. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact prompt that'll guide you and your business to make sure that you do show up when AI searches, and also how to make yourself elevated in those search results that no one else is talking about. That'll be the third thing that I cover in this video. So make sure you stick to that part. Otherwise, you're going to miss the entire ball on this thing. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how AI decides which realtors to recommend and what you need to do so it chooses you as the agent to show up. This is not something, or rather, this has nothing to do with any hacks or tricks or anything like that. This is just a simple process that's repeatable by every single agent and you alike, and everything to do with more or less signals for AI. So most agents think AI works like a social media, right? They think more posts, more visibility, more hashtags, more reach, more followers, more authority. But that's not how AI works. AI doesn't care how busy you look on your social media. AI cares how clear you are, and the things that come out of your mouth and the words that you put on this page, how those are going to be triggered to catch AI's attention. You remember back in the day how Google had all those little spider crawlers? I think that's what they were called. I'm not a techie guy, but I think they were called spider crawlers. And those spider crawlers essentially would allow Google to say, hey, this is the right site. So that's kind of what AI is doing, but it's on a different scale. AI systems like search assistants and recommendation agents are doing one thing. They're trying to give the safest possible answer to the people. So when someone asks, who should I trust to help me buy and sell a home? AI looks for the patterns of most certainty, right? It's not the popularity, it's not the hype, it's not anything else. It's all about certainty. Now, AI recommends realtors based on 4 simple signals and categories. So if you miss one of these, you really are not going to get recommended at all. I hate to say it. So you need to make sure you hit all 4 of these and nail them perfectly, and you will become the default go-to answer for AI. It's not going to happen overnight. So let's be realistic. This takes time and it's basically authority building. So do this, add it into your repertoire to make sure that AI will eventually, in the next, call it 3 to 6 months, if you do this correctly, we'll start recommending you to people relocating or asking AI who's the best agent for what their situation is. Now, first, AI needs to know exactly who you are and who you help. Most agents are very vague. Their bio says something like realtors helping buyers and sellers. Yeah, of course you are. That tells AI nothing. So what to do is more of an actionable thing. So here's what I would recommend. Every platform you touch needs to clearly say, I am a real estate agent in blank city who helps specific type of buyers and sellers. So who helps relocation buyers buy new homes, or maybe helps relocation buyers move to blank, or maybe move up sellers or something of that nature, right? Not once, but repeatable on every single platform. It needs to be very consistent, right? So maybe you can say, I help buyers and sellers in Huntsville, Alabama navigate the local housing market. Or maybe I'm a real estate agent specializing in Northeast Huntsville in my city of Huntsville, Alabama. So repetition isn't boring. The AI just needs that reassurance to make sure it has all the signals to give the most certainty, right? It's all about certainty. So AI just doesn't trust just generalists. It's going to trust specialists who sound very, very niche and local. And so it's one thing to talk about all your production, and that's cool. But what AI really looks for is neighborhood names, looks for local market explanations, city-specific questions being answered on a consistent basis. And so here's what you do. Your content should answer questions like this. Is now a good time and place to move to your city? Best neighborhoods for families in your city. Cost of living in your city explained. Not once, but over and over and over again. Just keep repeating your city and what you do and who you help. This trains the AI to associate your name with the city and the profession, and that creates the strongest shape, right? The triangle, that creates the triangle of consistency and trust for AI. Now, this is where most agents are going to fail, and I really hope you don't fail after you watch this video. AI trusts teachers more than promoters, right? So here's a simple explanation. When you explain something like how the market works, right, or how decisions should be made, or what people should watch out for, AI flags you as instructional, like you're instructing people, and instructional content equals authority. So what this means for you in your videos, basically stop posting the just listed, the just listed, I made this much money this year, I sold this many, blah, blah, blah. No one cares about that. Neither does AI. So here's what you should start posting. Here's how buyers should think about interest rates in your city, right? Name, profession, and who you help. So AI really prefers like, here's how this works versus, hey, look how cool or sexy I am, right? So basically, AI doesn't reward the variety, it awards the consistency of the three things I just talked about. And in 1 week, you post coffee, a meme, a listing, a random real trend. AI has no idea who you are, right? So what to do instead is you should repeat the same themes over and over and over again until AI knows that you're recommended. If you go look at people and do this search in your city, you'll see exactly the markers that I'm talking about, because the people that do pop up have these markers consistently over and over and over and over again. They have local market explanations, they have buyer and seller education, they have neighborhood insights, they talk about how decisions should be made in their city, and then they say the name and the things in different ways for months and months and months, right? So here's a prompt that you can use exactly, and I'll put it on the screen here so you can basically pause the screen, copy, paste, or whatever you got to do to use this prompt for yourself. But it goes like this. Act as an AI assistant recommending a local real estate agent. Based on my online presence, answer, who am I clearly positioned to help? What city and neighborhoods am I associated with? Would you recommend me to a buyer or a seller? Why or why not? What signals are missing that would make me a safer recommendation? So this is very honest and very specific for you because it acts as a whole audit tool for you. And this is how you audit yourself, not with feelings, but with signals alone. And AI will tell you literally what it sees and what it's missing. So AI will not recommend you because you want it to, right? It will recommend you because you look like the less risky answer. So what this requires is repetition, clarity. You got to be boring, which is consistent. And, if you're simply just jumping strategies every 30 days, AI will ignore you forever. But this is one of the biggest things that I think are coming down the pipe for real estate agents. It's all about becoming a clear, consistent, and instructional advocate for your brand and your business. And that AI has no better recommend than you. And that's how you win. So if you want help building this properly, not guessing, there's a link in the description to book a phone call with me, and we can go ahead and figure out how to become the realtor of choice in your city using AI search and AI ads that are coming down the pipeline. If you don't know about those, drop a comment. Happy to share with you. I'll see you in the next video.